Hello, today I'm going to be talking to you about how football became such a big part of American culture. During the fall, most Americans are watching football and rooting for their favorite teams. Stats show that every 2 in 3 Americans are watching NFL games, and approximately 48 people watch college games. This time consists of victory parties or screaming at the TV because your favorite team lost. Let's take a second and imagine life without football. What would guys do on the weekend? And no parties with different dips and chips? What would be the source of entertainment? Well, I wouldn't want to imagine the answer to those questions, so let's be glad we have football so we don't have to ever know. Through scholarly sources, I found it easy to conclude that football isn't just a game, it's a culture. Football has become an American icon through the culture created by the fans, athletes, and the game itself. According to the Wall Street Journal, professional football represents American culture by showing the good, bad, loud, violent, ugly, and beautiful world we live in today. We go back to the history of America and how we are founded. During this time, violence and brutal force was the tactic. Trying to take over and conquer a land wasn't going to be achieved peacefully. This can be related to football, where violent forces are used every second of the game. The question this brings up is, did this start a new culture? The best answer to that, I think, is that this culture was already established by the settlers. As time passed, we knew we couldn't just beat people up for no reason, but football became a reason. Football also provides Americans with an opportunity to celebrate something together. It brings people together in a way that's different from any other organization, and because it's so popular, you can talk football with almost anyone. Fantasy football is another means that brings people together. This time making it competitive and engaging. I won't lie, I love getting together with a group of my guy friends and picking fantasy teams, and especially when I'm the one that ends up with the money. The next major event comes every February, and I'm sure, as you guys know, it's the Super Bowl. This is one of the most watched programs on TV. From all the funny commercials to the halftime show, all eyes are glued. According to a scholarly paper from Purdue University titled Popular Cultures and the Rituals of American Football, football is like war. This refers back to Rome in the times of the gladiators. Like football fans, the Romans got excitement from watching men commit violent acts toward each other. Football closely resembles the gladiator fights, except instead of killing each other, they just run for touchdowns and try to outscore the other team. From buying a ticket to entering the stadium, the fan becomes ritualistic, treating football as something they can worship. Sports were designed that way. It gives something people can hope for, that they can see, watch, and cheer for all the time. Football brings people together and allows them to connect with people that they never would over a certain mutual admiration for a team. Football experience from the fans' point of view differs from the athletes'. The fan sees the final product, but it's the athlete that puts his blood, sweat, tears, and time into performing for every game. And as the Hall of Fame states, football's health and safety has come a long way, but the NFL isn't done trying to make it safe. The big discussion is that football brings concussions, because every time a football player is tackled, it's like a mini car accident. But the evolution of the game has come a long way. And when they first started playing football, they wore soft helmets made of leather and smaller, thin shoulder pads also made of leather. So now that it's become more sophisticated, the plastic helmets were introduced and the face masks, as well as better padding not only in the shoulders but in the legs too. So it's become a lot safer game than it was when it originally started. The next question is, what does football provide for the player? Well, it gives boys a group that they can identify themselves with at an early age, which is really important. And it's also a way for them to make a living and support their families, make a difference in the world, and gives them goals and something to work for. The fans support the athletes, but the athletes perform for the fans, and either way, one couldn't work without the other. The next big debate is which one is better, college or NFL. Now, I like college better because they are younger athletes and they're less experienced, so more exciting things happen during the games, like missed field goals, blocked punts, stuff like that. Now, college players get paid like NFL players, but in a different way through scholarships. And the other big difference is that They don't get additional money for autographs or jerseys. That all goes to NCAA. And this also gives young men a chance that might not qualify for the university on their own, a chance for a great education. So that's another plus. And each NFL player must attend college, so they must go through the college process. And according to the Washington Post, a career in the NFL echoes good and bad, either in medical bills or in a luxurious, rich life that they get from their contracts. Now, the average NFL player makes $1.9 million a year, but the average career of an NFL player is 3.3 years. So I'm really glad that they make them go to college, because 3 years is not a long time. You have a long life to live after. You have to find another way to make money. So college is important for that. The repercussions of the game, as every player knows, is brain damage, back surgery, broken knees, broken limbs, broken ligaments that they will have to deal with the rest of their life, injuries that may be life-altering. So that's another risk to the game. You might not be able to enjoy the quality of life after. But playing football is a special opportunity, especially at this high of a level that not everyone gets. And sometimes in life you have to take risks, and it's the biggest risks we take that are often the most rewarding. So overall, football will always be embedded in American culture, and it's always going to be something that we support and we like and that we go to and we gather around. It happens to bring us together, but also creates a rivalry, which is really unique. And it's human nature to feel like you need to be a part of something, and football provides just that. Football to me is not only a game, it is a way of life for both the fans and the athletes. It gives a chance for young men to live out their dreams and do whatever they want. And as a former athlete, I know how much the game can teach you about life and push yourself to the limit, because you're pushing yourself to the exhaustion point every day. Every day you're testing your character. Every day you're testing your ambition. So it's really a good thing that it provides for these young men. It gives them a direction. When I think of America, I will think of football. Not only because I love football and everyone loves football, but it represents the American dream. And the American dream is that if you put your mind to something and you work hard at it, you can achieve anything, and nothing is impossible. Everything is possible. And through football, I think that these young men get a chance to achieve something that they never thought they could do. They'll always be told that they couldn't do it. So I really think football is a part of a culture because of that. So thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed.